All right, you guys, money is not an excuse in your direct sales business, no matter what. It's just not a thing. What it is procrastination that we do to ourselves. So today we're going to get down into it. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you know when I have a new video. Every video comes out Thursday, and so it's just, chock full of information. I really want you guys to be able to stand out online and to grow your direct sales business online. So without further ado, let's get into it. Today, I'm going to bring something up which I'm sure that you run into all the time, but I'm sure you dish it out as well, so you can't be mad when you get it back, okay? I'm talking about I don't have enough money. I don't know how many times I've heard that. I don't know how many times I've said it. And I've been a lot better about it recently, even more than recently. And it's something that it's like not a chore, but you have to work on it every single day to get past all those money blocks and all that bullshit. And for me, it took somebody in my life kind of laughing at me one day when I was like, oh, I have this to pay or that to pay. And they were like, money always comes to you. I don't know why you get worried about it. And I remember exactly where I was. I was driving and I had them on speaker, and I could picture like the street light that I was at when I heard that, and it was mind blowing. And I was like, you're right. I looked back at all the times that I didn't have the money for something, and it appeared. And I shouldn't say appeared. I'll take that back. I did stuff, right? So it was my energy, but it was also, I got shit done. Okay, so I'll give you an example. When I was, I had a retail business, and I'd run it for I think about 6 months at that point, and I wasn't taking it realistically because I didn't think it was making me as much as it was. And I did my taxes, and I was like, holy shit, I actually make a good amount of money doing this. And so I was like, all right, let's take it to the next level. And the next level for me with that business was going to a big wholesale show and buying thousands of dollars of product because it's so cheap, and it happens once a year, really. And so I knew I had to get that done. If I wanted to go all in with this business, I needed to go to that event. So that was travel and getting there. And I had to spend the money to buy the supplies, because I would have to wait a whole nother year to get prices like that. And I didn't want to wait a year. Once I knew that it was doing well, I wanted money, right? So I sold shit. I went in my room and in my house, and I was like, what can I live without at this moment? What can I maybe sell and then at a later date buy back if I really needed it? So I just sold a bunch of stuff, mostly electronics, I guess, and things like that. But I was selling it left and right, and working, and I think I was maybe even lifting at that moment, Uber lifting or whatever. And I went to the big event with $2,000 to spend on supplies, and that was, that's what I needed. And honestly, some of the supplies I still have because I was able to get so many at such a low price. Okay, so it's crazy when you put your mind to it how much you can make. And this isn't just like a one-time thing. I had to go to an event a few weeks ago, and I was like, crap, I need $1,000 to go to this event. Same thing. I just was like, I need to sell this, and I broke it down. I need to sell this of this many and this of this many, and doing all that. And I got it done, right? You just have to do it. So some examples, selling shit, right? You could sell shit. You could Uber or Lyft. In all the major cities, you could do that now. So if you have a working car, you can go out a couple, maybe on the weekends just to cover until you do. And I'm not saying to do this if you're like, you need it. I'm saying don't have that be your excuse that you don't have money to excel in your network marketing business. Okay, so you could always make money. It's just, it may not be the way that you want to, right? Or you may think you're above those things, But in the beginning, it's hard. And so you kind of have to pick and choose what you're going to do and do it, right? So those are some options. Another option is, let's say you have a buy-in, right? So if you have a physical product and you have to buy in, why not sell your buy-in, right? It's meant to personally consume so that you know the product, you love the product, you use the product, all that stuff is great. But what if you resold your buy-in? Then if you resold it, and then if you sell it at retail, because most companies have a retail, wholesale, or retail, customer value, whatever. If you sell it for retail, then you might even make extra money, right? Because you got it for wholesale. So you could get your money back and then some, okay? So there's always things to do, especially, you probably get this a lot when people are first signing up or something, and they're like, oh, I really want that, and this and that, right? And it's like, oh, I don't have the money. Then sit there with them and brainstorm. Like, okay, do you actually want this product? And if they're like, you know what? Yes, I do. Then you tell them, let's get you this product. What could we do? What don't you need in your house that we could sell? Or maybe, could you afford to pay the $100 now? And then I help you sell that $100 of product you just bought back out, and you get your $100 back, and you're in the system and you're sharing. You have to sit there. Don't let yourself have those excuses. But if these people that you're bringing into the business, if that's their only excuse, and it's legit, like, hey, I don't have the money, but I really want to do this, don't let that be the end of it. Make some shit happen. Sit down with them, get it going, show them the different ways that they could do it. If you see true potential, not recommending this for everybody, or it depends on what financial situation you're in, but you could upfront the cost and have it be like a scholarship, be like, okay, I'll buy your buy-in, and, when your commission comes, I keep the commission until you pay it off, or, things like that is an option as well. But don't let money be the excuse, because it's not an excuse. No matter what. Technically you can go to a corner with a sign and be like, I promise you, if you went to a corner in most cities, or if it's a small town, I'm sure you'd get tons of money. If you went and you made the sign and was like, I'm trying to start my own business and all I need is $100 or whatever, I'm sure somebody would give you, if I saw that sign, I'd be like, hell yeah, here's $5, good luck. Right? Those truthful signs are awesome. But there's a way, but then it's like, oh, but you're joking. You want me to stand on a corner. But if you knew that if you put a good 3 years into this business, you could potentially be a millionaire, I think standing on a corner for a day, telling people the truth that, hey, I really want this, it's in my bones, but I can't make it happen without the stupid $100 first, then yeah, I think you could do it. And that's just an extreme thing. There's so many other things. So I hope that helped. I hope it gave you ideas for when you're talking to things. I didn't go into the customers. When the customers say I have no money, but I really need this, same thing, just a different approach. So maybe it's a health and wellness product. You could say like, okay, if you don't spend the money on this now, how much are you spending on this prescription or this over-the-counter medication, or your health bill, right? Like maybe it's something that could escalate. And so it's like, okay, you don't want to spend $50 now, but what is this going to turn into to where it's going to cost a lot more, right? So those are some options. So I hope that helped. And if you want to brainstorm some more, you can get the one-on-one. Just grab the link down below. Hey guys, I hope that money was not an excuse, was very valuable to you, and that maybe it gave you a little push that you needed. I know that I definitely need pushes a lot of the time, so I hope that was great. Once again, if you haven't already, it helps me out so much, and I love to give information. So if you haven't already, click the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so that you know when I have a new video out every Thursday. And thank you so much for coming by. If you're interested in working with me and doing all that, I do have the Standout online program, and it takes you from 0 to 60 with building your online business for your direct sales or network marketing or MLM and all that good stuff. So check it out, the links down below, and see you in the next video.